Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is the Trading Card Frog, and today we'll be reviewing these two decks. Yes, they are brand new, and well, I mean, they're pretty meh, I guess. Anyways, these decks are the Egyptian God decks. There's Obelisk and there's Slifer. There is no Raw. Don't ask me why, there is no Raw. They both have the same playmat, but they have different cards inside. And I'll be very fair with you guys, they're not great. they're not great decks, competitively speaking, but for older players who want to come back to the game or just play for fun with, let's say, their siblings, their friends, etc., you can easily buy one of these each, and you can have those legendary gods on your field and everything. That's kind of cool in its own way. Also, if you want to play for fun and you want to have playable god decks, I would recommend buying 3 of each and working your way with it. That's the best thing I can recommend you guys at this point. So we have the 2 decks. I'll just do a quick playmat review. Let's see what this looks like. Whoosh. It's okay. It's basically the art on each deck box. So that's that for that side. And the other side, well, you have, yeah, okay. I mean, it's definitely the same playmat for both versions. On one side, you have how to play the Slifer Deck, like little quick tips. And on the other side, you have basically quick tips on the other one over here, and you have some power-up suggestions over here and over here. So, you know, it's a generic mat at this point, and it's still beautiful, it's still cool, but yeah, you know, at some point after having 1 or 2 of those, you just stop caring. Slifer Deck. Let's be fair, the only thing that competitive players might really want to get out of this, okay, I'm looking for the little pull tab and I can't find it. This is not good. I'll just try to rip it delicately. There we go. Anyways, the only thing that I can see collectors, well, maybe not collectors, sorry, but players wanting out of this for competitive use is one of the foils is a reprint of Harpy's Feather Duster. That's pretty much the only big value out of the whole thing. Egyptian god cards are not expensive nowadays, and this one's nicked. That's superb quality. Wow, very nice. Anyways, so god card, not the best, but whatever. We have Soul Crossing, which is a pretty good one though. During the main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 Divine Beast monster. When you do, you can tribute a monster or monsters your opponent control, even though you do not control them. But if you tribute summon this way, apply this effect. Until the end of the next turn after this card resolves, you can only activate 1 card or effect per turn, not counting the effects of Divine Beast monsters. So basically, if you're going first and you're able to resolve this, like you set a monster, you have a god card in your hand, and you have this in your hand, okay? Most decks nowadays need to play at least 2 monsters to link up, or to exceeds, or to synchro, or whatever, okay? Very rarely you see a deck that just summons 1 monster and keeps only 1 monster on the field at a time. So as soon as your opponent has 2 monsters, use this, you tribute their 2 monsters and your own monster, and you basically special summon, or you're tributing summoning Slifer the Sky Dragon. So that's not bad, right? And until the end of the next turn after this card resolves, you can only activate 1 card or effect per turn, not counting the effect of Divine Beast monsters. So, you know, this guy doesn't really have an activated effect, so that doesn't really do anything at all, but you can only play 1 more card this turn, I guess, the turn you activated this, I guess. And the next turn, on your turn, you can only activate 1, so I recommend playing a lot of face downs that you can activate during the opponent's turn again. But anyways, this at least helps you stop your opponent for 1 turn and get your boss monster out to smash into them. So that's kind of good. That's the best card you can find in these decks. That isn't the Harpy's Feather Duster reprint. We have Thunder Force Attack, This is for Slifer. It's not a bad card, especially since it's a quick play. This face down with Slifer on the field is good. Like, you get to do a lot with this, so that's kind of good. Millennium Seeker. It's okay. I mean, it's got to be for this deck. You guys can read if you want to pause, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool looking. Ultimate Divine Beast. It's basically, you know, you get to special summon some divine beasts and stuff. That's kind of cool. And Telis the Little Angel. Why do I not remember what this does at all? It's something about tokens and special summonings. We have Reactor Slime as a foil. This is cool, I guess. The original print was a rare, I believe. And we have Harpy's Feather Duster, which is the value card out of this whole thing. It's not hard to get, but it's neat. It's nice. It's nice. It's neat. We have Breaker. We have Beast King, Nine-Tailed, Phantom Sky Blaster, Card Guard, Caligo Claw Crow, Electromagnetic, Breaker, the bigger version, Scapegoat, Arima, because we have the full Lair of Darkness package in this deck. We only have one Lair, but we have 3 Searchers for it, and we have Duke Shade. So, you know, that's kind of good. This is kind of good as well in this deck. You have the Lair package. Clock Wyvern and Tenyi Spirit Vishuddha. This is a free special summon, very good for you know, God Cards decks. Swords of Revealing Light, Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, Enemy Controller, Pot of Avarice, March of Monarchs, good for protecting your God Cards. Supply Squad, The True Name, Lair, Draw of Fate. I don't remember what this does. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool actually, but it's not great, but it's kind of cool. We have Mirror Force, Reckless, Golden, and we have all this publicity shit. So, you know, a lot of old school cards and new school cards meant for old school cards. So yeah, overall, it's okay. It's not great, but it ain't bad. Now to open the next one, there we go. This one I found the little slab thing. Rip it up. I might go buy more of each of these. At the moment, I only bought one of each because I thought it wouldn't be great. I'm gonna read the effects a little more. I might make a deck out of this to play with my girlfriend or some friends. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, we have Obelisk here. Pretty dope. I've always loved the God cards. We have Soul Crossing. Ooh, misprint. Misprint. Obelisk is as well misprinted. I just realized. That's interesting. Look, the name is not centered at all. Look at that. Damn, all the Ultras are misprinted in this box. In this Obelisk box. That's kind of interesting, actually. Fist of Fate. This card's activation effect cannot be negated. Okay, that's interesting. We have Divine Evolution. Misprint. That's kind of cool. This card's activation effect cannot be negated. Choose one monster you control. The original is Divine Beast. Or the name are the Wickeds. And yeah, I mean, it gets bonus effect. We have Level Resist Wall. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, target one of those monsters, special summon monsters from your deck in defense position so their combined levels equal the level of that monster, but negate their effects. It's permanent negation, not just for this turn. So, you know, if you have like level 4 monster and it gets destroyed, you can special summon like 2 level 2 monsters, like these two, I guess. I don't know, there's not much synergy in here from what I see. Oh, you've gotten 1 Nimble Beaver. That sucks. Anyways, let's just keep going. Kind of spoiled future cards here, but that's a super rare. We have an Angel card, which is basically this deck's Telius, I guess. Little cute little thing. And we have a Mare as a super reprint. This would have been dope a while ago. And we have another Harpy's Feather Duster. Kind of cool. We have Nimble Momonga 3 times, Bazoo the Soul Eater, Cyber Dragon, Hardened Armed Dragon, Super Nimble Mega Hamster. That's kind of cool. Evil Swarm, Photon. When one is normal or flipped, summoned, you can add one other from your deck to your hand, and if you did not control another Photon Saber Tiger, well, it loses attack. Okay, Ra's Disciple, that's kind of useful. Unmasked Dragon, which is a worm. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one worm with 1500 or less defense from your deck. Oh, so that's how you get the Mare. Unmasked Dragon dies by battle and is sent to the graveyard. You get Mare, which then uses its effect to get some tokens on your field. That's how it works, I guess. Kind of weird to only have one target for it. Is there only one target for it? What the? That's kind of bad. Unless you have more of these, if you bought like 3 of this deck. Nimble, we have Condemned Witch. Very good card here, but it's been reprinted already. We have Gizmex, which is nice to see. Brain Control, Monster Reborn, Different, Pot, Double Summon, Forbidden Chalice, and Lance, and Dress. All 3 are searchable with your Condemned Witch, which is nice. We have Supply Squad, the Monarchs, Stormforth, Call, Cloning, Drowning, and Publicity. Now, what the hell are you special summoning with Condemned Witch's effect? A level 4 fairy monster from your deck. Except Condemned Witch. Are there other fairy monsters in here? There's this thing. Okay, yeah. When this card is summoned, you can special summon up to 2 Raw's Disciple from your hand and or deck. So, summon this. Use its effect to search for one of these. Whichever one, I guess. Destroyed or targeted or destroyed by card effects. Lose attack. Anyways, I guess look for Lance. Then, opponent's turn. Tribute this. Special summon Raw's Disciple. When this card is summoned, you special summon up to 2 Raw's Disciple from your hand and or deck. Okay, but you can't special summon anything else until they're gone. But still, that's 3 free monsters right there. And basically, you have Forbidden Lance to reduce the opponent's monster's attack to, you know, allow these to survive a little more, I guess. Although they're very weak and you can't special summon while they're on the field. So, you know, you got 3 of these, you better have them survive until your next turn. Because if one of them dies, you're stuck with 2, you can't tribute summon a god with only 2, and you're fucked. That's that's it. That's kind of sad. You can't special summon anything else, so even if you wanted to summon, let's say, this, you couldn't even special summon this to tribute this with the Raw's Disciples. It's kind of bad at this point. But you could always, I guess, just use double summon, maybe. You could use Monarch Stormforth, maybe, to help you out at that point. Brain Control, maybe, as well, to, you know, steal the monster your opponent used to destroy one of these. There's some strategy out of this, I guess. It's kind of weird. That's a fairy but a level 1. That's a fairy but a level 3, so you couldn't even use these. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. That was 2 decks reviewed. The best thing is Harpy's Feather Duster, but it is nice to see support for the god cards. That's the nice part. You know, it's fun. It's fun. It's not great, it's not competitive, but it is fun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's vid. I know I did. And until next time, guys, it's been a pleasure, and ciao.
Thank you for watching the video. While you're here, please subscribe, but also beat up that like button and share with your friends. Also, visit my Instagram account, the TCG Frog, and hit my eBay store if you want some sweet deals. You never know what you will find.